conversation with some fascinating ladies who've changed the game in the world of video, music and gaming. Only on Hungama's Women Game Changers 2022 podcast.
Hello everybody, this is your host Andrea D'Souza and welcome back to another episode of the Hungama Women Game Changers podcast. The Hungama Women Game Changers initiative was launched on 8th of March 2022 in order to felicitate and congratulate all the amazing work done by women in music, gaming and entertainment industries. So today we have with us somebody again from the music industry who has been one of the top 6 finalists in the stage. She's performed in several music festivals like NF7 Weekender and so much more. And she is a singer-songwriter from Delhi. So today we have none other than Kamakshi Khanna with us. Hi Kamakshi, it is so great to have you on board with us and so great to be able to speak to you today.
First things first, very mediocre question. Did you always want to be a singer like growing up? Were you always sure that music is your path?
Pretty much. I think since I was 12 years old, I kind of felt the most connected to it. I just thought it was the best way for me to express myself and I just decided that I wanted to stick to it.
So, any role models as growing up? There weren't a lot of women in the industry back then, in the music industry at least. So, any role models or, someone apart from not just music industry but anywhere else who, you were inspired by?
Yeah, definitely. So, in terms of like a working woman who follows her dreams, I think my mother was the biggest inspiration for me and the biggest role model. Just seeing her work ethic and seeing her commitment to work inspires all of us every day. So I would say she is my biggest role model in so many ways. But apart from that, for the music industry, I grew up listening to a lot of so many singers in India. So Nidhi Chauhan, obviously Lata Mangeshkar, then Shubha Mudgal, Alisha Chenoy, so many like amazing girl bands from India. But apart from that, I listen to a lot of female artists like Beyonce, Nora Jones, and Sarah Bareilles, all these artists that I grew up listening to. So all of them have played such a huge role in like shaping me and the reason why I do music today. Yeah.
So how did your journey start? Because you were so inspired by all of these and there's a variation of women in different music genres. So how did your musical journey start?
It started actually with singing with a lot of choirs. That's how I actually got into music. I was a part of this choir called Artists Unlimited and a part of this children's choir when I was 13 years old. I traveled to Austria. So that's how I actually started doing music. Then I started doing backing vocals for Euphoria for 2-3 years. And then finally I kind of started exploring my own voice and started writing my own music around 10 years ago. So since then I've just been doing that. Yeah.
So I actually was reading about you and you've traveled a lot and you've sung in like various places. Any experience you'd like to tell us about?
Recently, my best, like this year actually, I got to travel internationally as myself, as an artist for the first time in my life. So that's definitely a milestone. I played a gig in South Africa and a gig in Istanbul, which are both places that I've always dreamt of going. And it's really amazing that you can, like life offers you these opportunities to travel and do what you love the most. So I think both those experiences were beautiful. The one in South Africa was somebody's wedding and it was the most beautiful experience, honestly, because it was in the middle of this like beautiful piece of land and like in the middle of nowhere in this absolutely breathtaking landscape and really wonderful people, and it just feels really great to be able to perform for somebody who chose you for their most special day of their lives. So yeah, I would say those were my most amazing international traveling experiences. But recently I just performed at Weekender Pune, and it was definitely the biggest audience that I've performed my own music for, and hearing people sing my own music was really special. And I think I'm really happy with how we sounded as a band. And so that'll be one of the most special experiences for me as well. Yeah.
That is so cool, because I saw the turnout for the Weekender and it was huge. So
Yeah,
that's an amazing
it was
feeling to
crazy.
possibly play in front of such a big crowd.
Yeah, it was. I'm not over it yet. I don't think any of us are.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. So, coming to our 50 Women Game Changers initiative, we started this, this award thing this year itself. So, this was the first year of doing this. And we were actually so happy to have so many amazing people on board while shortlisting with our jury members and everybody. So, it was brilliant. And, we really loved having you as a part of it. So, a couple of, maybe something you want to say about the initiative, because it's solely focused just on women and, the different thing that they've done in the industry, and apart from just that, because going through three different, so like a whole, the music, the video, the gaming, the entertainment, everything, so clubbing together. So
Yeah.
something you want to say about the initiative?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's obviously a wonderful initiative because I think the word game changer is each and every woman that's been selected to be a part of it is actually changing the game in so many ways, is breaking the rules, breaking the expectations that people have from her, which is why she's doing what she's doing. To see people like Hanita Bhambri, who's one of the top independent female artists, to see someone like Hiral, who's working with a legend like A.R. Rahman as a producer, as an engineer, to see Nirmika, to see all of these like incredible influencers, artists, gamers, just so many people be a part of something like this is kind of reassuring and makes you feel like you're a part of a community that is changing the game and breaking the rules, because it's very tempting to kind of stick to a template as to what a female artist should be doing and should be like, and the kind of boundaries and rules that society often puts on us. But I think every person on that list is changing that, is kind of changing the rules, is not sticking to the template. And to be featured as a part of something like that is really special. And I think it's just the beginning for us as women and as female musicians. I think there's so many things to do. There's so much to change. And I'm really happy to be a part of that.
That is so sweet of you. And actually, it makes so much sense. And so where do you think, women in the industry are going? I mean, how much have you progressed in the past 10 years if you're comparing? How much have you progressed and how much more can you progress? Like, the equation between women and men obviously is still pretty low, but compared to 10 years before and, in the future possibly, what do you think is going to improve?
I've been doing this for 10 years and I've seen growth. I've seen a lot of women, musicians everywhere, filling up rooms and just, writing their own music, voicing themselves, being band leaders, being producers, being sound engineers, filling up roles that otherwise are very, very, very dominated by men. And I think it's it's only upwards from here. Of course, there's so many, challenges that women face on a daily basis. But I think overall the trajectory is looking promising and it's looking reassuring to me. So I'm quite excited about women.
Yeah, definitely.
And being a female musician right now. But at the same time, I also want a time when we don't have to be referred to as female musicians or female producers or, female anything. Just be acknowledged for our merit, be given the attention for our merit and solely our merit. That'll take a long time, but I think for now, initiatives like these are really, really important to, highlight what women are doing and how they are changing the game in so many ways. Yeah.
And actually, it's really cool. Actually, not just women in the entire industry, but even in the independent space have been growing up so much. Compared to the past 10 years, we work with the indie space so much that we've seen this growth. And even you yourself are an independent artist. So, something you like to say in the indie area as well?
Yeah, definitely. There's just so many amazing singer-songwriters, bands. Still feel like not enough, but there's always every day there's something else something new happening, and just so many inspiring women. And it's great to see that. Yeah,
that's pretty cool. So what's coming up for you? What are you releasing in the coming future, in the near future?
So there's been a lot of music that I'm guilty of like sitting on for a really long time now. And I'm really excited. Next year is going to be a big year for me, and I've decided to put a lot of that music out there. So it's just the priority is going to be releasing music and sharing that with the world, without really the algorithm or any expectations holding me back from it. And yeah, that's the plan. Just do a lot of performances, do a lot of gigs, release a lot of music that is important to me, the kind of music that I want to be out there in the world. So yeah.
I cannot wait for your music because I've heard so many of your songs before and they're so cool, and I missed the weekend so I couldn't even see you perform live. But I am
Thank you so much.
Waiting for your music to come out now.
Thank you. I can't wait either. It's been too long. It needs to come out ASAP.
So is there something you would like to tell, to the younger generation who aims and aspires to be something, but, they see men constantly put them down, or, they don't find it enough, they don't find enough motivation or, support from their family or their friends to grow. Anything you'd like to say to them?
Yeah, I think when it comes to men in the industry who sometimes put women down or make you doubt yourself or just generally don't really give you the space to flourish, I think trust your gut, trust the people around you who believe in you. It's easier said than done. You can't just exist in this industry by yourself. People are everything. People are all you've got. So find the kind of people who actually believe in you, people who respect you. And if something doesn't feel right, it doesn't matter who that person is. It doesn't matter the kind of name the person has. As women, we often kind of get sucked into that because we're like, okay, this person is, has a really big name and, but by the end of the day, it's important to kind of choose the right energy because that's what will really help you flourish creatively more than anything else, and be around good people that you can trust, be it men, be it women. There's plenty of them, plenty of great human beings out there, and it's just about finding the right people, finding the right synergy, finding the right musicians, people who are reliable. Just trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, it's okay to walk away and keep seeking and keep searching for what's right for you. Yeah.
I think this is the advice that doesn't just help people who are aspiring to be something, but helps everybody. That trust your gut thing and don't fall for someone's plaything. And that's so important for not just women but even men technically, because even they fall for some stuff like that. Great hearing this with you.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So amazing speaking to you, Kamakshi, and thank you so much for doing this with us.
It was really nice speaking to you too. It's the first award that I have in this house in Bombay, so I look at it every day and feel very proud, and it keeps me going. So thank you.
That is so nice to hear. So nice to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
In conversation with some fascinating ladies who've changed the game in the world of video, music and gaming. Only on Hungama's Women Game Changers 2022 podcast.